let's say for this trick, I hand the deck over to the spectator, and they give it a nice shuffle. After they're done shuffling the deck, I would have the spectator take out any four of a kind they would like. So let's say they take out the four aces, just like this. After the spectator has taken out all four aces, they can look at these four aces and make sure that they're just normal aces. But they will hand the deck back to me, and I would go ahead and put down some cards to help us out. I think right there is good. So if the spectator would like to, they can shuffle these cards. But once they're done, they're going to go ahead and spread out the cards like this. And with their four aces face up, go ahead and place them anywhere in the spread. So let's say here, let's say here, here, and here. After the spectator has done that, they can take the cards and give them some overhand shuffles just like this. And let's say they want to give the deck a few cuts as well, they can do that. Once they're done, they would hand the cards back to me, and I would go ahead and deal two piles. So with these two piles, the spectator can really go ahead and have one pile turned over. Let's say this pile. And what we would do is we would start by alternating the cards. So it doesn't matter which pile we start with first. So let's say the spectator points to this pile. So we can go ahead by alternating just like this. Now, if the spectator wanted to, they could cut the cards some more, just like this. And they can do this until they're satisfied. So let's say they're good right here. So I would take the cards back and I would deal just four piles like this. And there's a reason I'm dealing the piles like this. So the reason I'm going to do this is because we're going to go ahead and use the top and bottom pile and then use both side piles. So what do I mean? Now, I would ask the spectator, would you like to start with the side piles or the top and bottom? Let's say the sides. So I would say, okay, which pile would you like to go on top of the other pile or underneath? So let's say they point to this pile they would like, and let's say they would like this pile on top of this pile. It could go underneath as well, but let's say they do on top. And let's say the spectator points to the bottom for the top pile here. So the bottom, they would like to go underneath. Okay, so these cards will go on top to make this underneath. Finally, the spectator can go ahead and point to one more pile. Let's say this one. And we can go ahead and give these a shuffle, just like this. Now keep in mind, you selected any four of a kind. We took out a group of cards and we really mixed these up, dealt a bunch of piles, shuffled them together, cut the piles a bunch of times, and for the first time ever, name your four of a kind out loud. They would say the four aces. All I would do is snap my fingers and I would show you here's one, two, three, and four aces just like that. So this is actually going to be today's trick. If you would like to learn how to do this trick, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. But I'm actually going to go ahead and do the next deck review. I know I haven't done it for a few videos, so we're going to get right back into the rest of the deck reviews here. We don't have many left. So This deck we're going to be going over today is the Black Panther deck. So as you can see on top, it's going to have a purple border, then it's going to have a white border, and in big, they look like block letters. I could be wrong though. It's going to say Black Panther, and then he's going to be right here. So this is a really nice front design for the box. Now, on the bottom, it does say playing cards, okay? And I'll let you go ahead and see that right there. So this is the front design. Move this up just a little. Okay, perfect. So this is the front design of the box. Now this purple is going to carry over to the top, and it's going to have that same Marvel logo. And the purple is also going to carry over to both sides. Now, these both sides are going to be identical. So this says playing cards Black Panther. Then it says Aquarius right here. I'm not too sure what that means, but if you happen to know by chance, let me know down below in the comments. And then this purple's going to carry over to the other side, and like I said, it's going to be a mirror image. So it's going to be the same on both sides. Now the bottom is going to have some ad copy and the barcode. So this is going to be the bottom. And then the back is going to have three cards. It's going to have the eight of hearts, the back design of the card, and it says the king of clubs. So I'm going to read what the back of the box says, but I apologize if I can't pronounce the name right. But I'll show you the back of the box so you know what I mean. So it says, Hail, I don't know, T'Challa, Chala. I'm probably not saying that right, so I'm sorry about that. But Hail T'Challa, the Black Panther. Stand with the mighty hero as he defends his kingdom with his deck of playing cards featuring 52 images of the King of Wakanda in all his glory. Now I'm guessing it's at the bottom here in Spanish. But here's the back of the box. So you can see the three cards here. Then you can see right here. Make sure my fingers aren't in the way any. Think right here. So this is the back design of the box. Now if you open up the tuck flap, okay, it's going to be just purple like this. And then it's going to be white on the inside. Now the purple does carry over to the two tuck flaps right here, but then it goes white. So this is going to be the box, and it's not a very bad box at all. It's pretty nice and sturdy. Now, what two cards do you receive? If you watched some of my other Marvel deck reviews, I think I only posted one so far, but you will know that you have two Jokers like this. So here's the first Joker. Now, I never seen the Black Panther movie, so I'm not going to have any idea what any of this means, but here is going to be the first Joker. The second Joker is going to look just like this. Okay, so the back design of the cards look like this, and if you keep in mind, it's going to have the front design of the box here as well, and then it's going to have that one card on the back there in the middle. So it's going to have you see the back design of the card without you actually knowing it, unless you turn over the box. So these are the two Jokers. Now we'll go ahead and go through the rest of the cards, but I don't know what any of these cards mean. Once again, I never saw the movie. So here's going to be the first card. Now, I know right off the bat this is going to be Black Panther, obviously. So I do know that. So these are really cool, and I like the back design or like the back design here, so maybe the border, that grayish, whitish color to go in with the purple. That's just really cool. And you can also see how small the pips and the numbers are at the top, too. They're not really big like bicycles. So these, sorry about that. So these were all of the spades. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the hearts. And if you look, you're going to see that they're not going to be red. They're actually going to be like a black, a gray color. So they're going to have all the same color. And once again, because I never saw this movie, I don't know I don't know who any of these people are, except Panther himself. This one's kind of cool. Like a split personality. And something I'm going to talk about, I noticed with these Marvel decks in a second here, once we get through the rest of these. Okay, so something I notice is that they usually have ace on top, followed by a king and a queen, when the ace is at the bottom next to the two. So that's something I noticed with these cards for like all the Marvel decks so far. And if I go fast by any chance for any of these reviews, and you would like another video just on the deck itself, where I go slower, just let me know in the comments, and I can go ahead and do that for you. And that goes for any of my, sorry about that, for any of my deck reviews. Okay, got that out of here. So we're getting down to the last of the cards here. So this one's cool. And here is going to be the last suit. Now, I didn't even look at these this close up. So this is like a first time for me when looking at these. All I did was just take off the cellophane from each of the decks. Because if you've seen any of my previous deck review videos, you will know that the cellophane is a thorn in my side. It has taken me so long to take off cellophane that I didn't want to take up any time. So I just took off all the cellophane before the videos. But cellophane does come around each of the decks. I think we're just about there. We have 2 more here. And the last one. So this was the Black Panther deck review. I hope you really like this one. And once again, if I go too fast for any of these decks, and you would like a whole video just on the deck where I go over the cards slower, let me know down below in the comments, and I will go ahead and do that. But for now, let's go ahead and get right into the tutorial for this trick. So the cards I'm using are cards I barely used on this channel. These are going to be the Bicycle Avery, and these are the dark, I think I always said black, but I think these are supposed to be a dark blue. And I do have a deck review for these, so I will go ahead and leave that down below. But without further ado, here's how you're going to do this. So you can hand the deck over to the spectator, and they can go ahead and shuffle it up. Once they're done with that, you explain to them that they're going to take out any 4 of a kind. So they could probably take out any 4 cards, but just to keep things simple, we're going to take out the 4 aces. So once the 4 aces are out, they can shuffle the deck one more time, but they have to hand the cards back to you. Once they hand them back to you, you're going to go ahead and put 16 cards on the table. Now, you can start off with 16 cards, or you can let them know that you're putting down 16. I just said that I'm going to put down some cards, so I counted in groups of 3, but you can really do it however you want. So all I did was I went 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and then one more for 16. But you can deal them one by one if you would like. After this, if the spectator would like to, they can shuffle these again. Then these are going to be spread out, and using your 4 of a kind, you're going to put these face up among the spread, and it really doesn't matter where they go. So the spectator can do this. Let me actually go ahead and take my list out, just so I don't forget to put anything in the description. Okay, so once these are in, the spectator or yourself can go ahead and give these a overhand shuffle like this, okay? So just like this. And I actually have a whole video on the overhand shuffle, so I will leave that down below if you would like to learn it. You can give these regular cuts like this, and you can also give these swing cuts as well. So I'm going to put that down below. Okay, so I think my list is going to be done now. So after you've done that, you're going to go ahead and deal 10 cards right here, or either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other half over here. Now, this is going to be all up to the spectator, so they can have either side, either half turned over. So let's say they have this half turned over. And once again, they can point to which pile they like to start with first, but you're going to just alternate the cards like this. Now, if the spectator would like to, they can go ahead and give these cuts again, just like this. But once they're done with that, you're going to deal 4 piles. And keep in mind how I deal the 4 piles. It's going to be like this. So, what I'm going to have here is the 2 side piles from each other, then the top and bottom like this. So now, either starting with the top and bottom pile or the sides pile, one of these piles can go on top or underneath of the other, and the spectator can do this. So let's say with this right pile, they want it on top of the other pile. And let's say the bottom pile can go under like this. And one last time, one of these piles can be turned over like this, and you can give it a riffle shuffle, which I will leave down below, a pharaoh shuffle, anything you would like. But once you go ahead and you're done, you're going to see you have one ace here, you have one ace here, one ace here, and one ace here. So now you can go over the whole trick, say whatever you would like. Once you snap your fingers, you can spread these out and you can show 1, 2, 3, 4 cards just like that. So that is going to be the trick for today. I hope you really like this. Now, I'm going to go through this one more time real quick without any interruptions. So here's the tutorial one more time. You're going to have any 4 of a kind and 16 cards. Take out 16 cards any way you would like. You're going to spread out the pile, and the spectator can place this 4 of a kind in anywhere in these 16 cards, face up, just like this. Now, if the spectator would like to, they can go ahead and give these a overhand shuffle. And keep in mind how I'm overhand shuffling. I'm being very careful with it, not to disturb the order of the cards. And these can be cut as well. Once you're done with that, you're going to have 10 cards dealt down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other pile goes here. Now, the spectator can go ahead and point to one pile to turn over. So let's say they point to this pile. And you're just going to go ahead and the spectator can point to any pile again. So let's say this one. And you're going to start by alternating these just like this. Now, the only thing you can do after this point is give the deck cuts like this. Okay, because this isn't going to disturb anything. But now you're going to deal 4 piles. So I'm going to deal 1 on top. Let's see, remind me later. Okay, so 1 on top, 1 to the side, 1 on the bottom, and 1 to the other side. And you're going to go like this. Now you can deal this any way you want. You just want to keep in mind that the 2 side piles are going to be with each other, and the top and bottom are going to be with each other. So let's say the spectator chooses the right pile and they want it on top. That's fine. Let's say they want the top pile on the bottom. That's fine as well. They're going to choose one more pile. Let's say the right. You're going to turn it over. And now you're going to shuffle these cards together just like this. And once you're done, you're going to have all 4 aces just like that. So that is actually going to be today's trick. I hope you really enjoyed this. And before I log off here, I actually want to talk about something. Now, for 200 subscribers, which wasn't very long ago, I did a giveaway. Now, at the time of this recording, we're around 233. So we actually bumped up quite a bit, really fast. So when we get to 300, I want to do something special again. Now, I'm always going to do giveaways, but I don't know if I can do a giveaway for every milestone here. So I'm thinking about either another question and answer or a Q&A. Yeah, so a question and answer or a shout out video. So a question and answer, really you can ask me anything as long as if I haven't already answered it or if somebody else didn't ask the question. Or for a shout out video, you can just go ahead and put down below in the comments when I make the video and whatever you guys would like, whatever you like, shout it out. Your social medias, YouTube channel, whatever. And I will go through and I will shout those all out. And if you would like a shout out, I'm going to try to do something different. So it's going to look really nice. But whichever one you would like, let me know down below. Either a Q&A, which I've done plenty of those, or a shout out video for 300 subscribers. Maybe for 500 subscribers. I'm not promising anything, but maybe for 500 subscribers, I can do the giveaway. So if you would like a shout out video for 300 subscribers, then for 400 subscribers we can do the Q&A, and then for 500 we can do another giveaway. So let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know which one you would like, a Q&A or a shout out. Whichever topic I'm going to call it gets the most votes, I will make a separate video about that really soon then, explaining all of the details and everything, because we're really close to 300. So that's going to be it from me. Let me know down below if you would like a question and answer or a shout out video. But if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time with a new video. Bye.